Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone, the Wide World of Wrestling podcast. We are here for our WWE RAW live reaction. We're on the road to WrestleMania still. We stopped by SmackDown, now we're back for Raw. We haven't been on Raw in a while. Raw was at an early start time, so we didn't do it those 3 weeks. But we're back for Raw. Hopefully tonight's a good show. We got Penta versus Dominic Mysterio wrestling tonight. That should be a good match. War Raiders and New Day for the tag titles. Punk, Rollins, and Heyman will be on the show. I think the women are coming up first. I think Io and Rhea and Bianca is doing something. But tonight should be a good show,
Nice.
hopefully.
What's up in the chat? Thank everyone for joining us.
Thanks to Doxson Hill. Thanks for watching. Sean, thanks for watching. Definitely appreciate y'all.
Now, this thing going on with CM Punk and Paul Heyman and Roman. This is something that I called, man, because I'm thinking CM is gonna use Paul Heyman. That's his favorite. I think. I mean, I have been calling this for the longest time.
Yeah, I think curious to see what they do tonight because Roman, as we know, this last SmackDown was Roman's last appearance before Mania. Uh, Same for Cena. He's not going to be on anything until Mania either. So,
Of course.
I mean, golly, I mean, it's like none of these top stars want to commit to anything. Like Roman, like what is Roman really doing? Like he's not doing any movies or anything. So I don't get why he couldn't be on tonight.
I mean, in fact, I think he just wrapped up a movie.
So please join me in welcoming the Women's World Champion, Io Sky.
All right, starting off with the women. I think they're probably going to make the triple threat official. You guys remember last week on Raw? It was Bianca as a special guest referee and Io
Hmm
versus Rhea for the title. Um, but Rhea, I mean, Bianca called the match out at DQ, so nobody won. So that kind of sets up for a triple threat.
Yeah, I'm all about the triple threat. I'm digging it. I want to see it.
Yeah, I've kind of seen this coming a while. I was thinking either Rhea and Bianca or they'd make it a triple threat.
The thing is, I'm torn between, EO and Rita. I'm because those are two of my favorites right there. I'm torn between them.
Some Hill's going for Io, I guess. Let's go Io. I'm going Io as well. Rhea's had a title run for the past year or two. She's had two title runs and one that
Good point.
almost went over 400 days. Um, Bianca really doesn't need a title. I mean, she's won just about everything in WWE, but Io really hasn't had a successful title run. She went against Bailey for the title last year, but she lost. Uh,
Yeah, you got a good point though, because Bianca and Rita both have had pretty good lengthy reigns with the title belt. I would love to see EO with it. You got a good point.
but if Bianca won, I wouldn't be mad at it because if they wanted to, they could make Bianca and Jade for the title.
Mm.
But I really don't think. I kind of hope they just stick with Jade and Naomi. I don't think that feud needs Bianca Belair.
Not at all, bro. That doesn't need Bianca at all because the heat's already there. It's hot enough. You don't need that.
Yeah, it's fine the way it is. There's no reason to add anyone or anything. Victoria Ripley.
I mean, I do think that Io Sky deserves her WrestleMania moment, though. I do think that she deserves it.
Yeah, she had a good match last year against Bailey. She didn't win.
But the thing is, who should take the pin though? That's the thing. Who should be the one to take the 3 count?
Who should be Io for it?
Yeah, like
Uh,
who not like who should be the one to take the fall if Io was to win?
uh, probably. I think Rhea could take the pin because
That's a good point though, because she would still look strong. It wouldn't make her look weak at all. Officials are getting attacked nowadays. Yeah, I gotta watch his back.
The Women's World Championship against Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat.
it's official.
Just like that, Cole.
About time we made it official.
I don't plan on wasting any time. I need 3 signatures on the document. Let's get this over with. It's already happened one time before, all 3 signatures. Maria's wasn't official.
You know what? A couple of weeks ago, this would have really pissed me off because I earned my way to WrestleMania. No, 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 no. They said.
Damn, the crowd's doing Bianca again.
Did that? They said.
I've been noticing that lately.
Did that?
I don't get the hate.
I think it's time to turn her heel. Like she's been a babyface for, I think, her entire main roster run. I think it's time that she does a completely different character, like kind of like Bailey. Like when she turned heel, everything that the fans liked about her, she did away with. So she did away with the blow up things, did away with the hair, she did away with the hugger stuff. So Bianca
I would actually be fascinating to see what they would do with that. Yeah.
So Bianca no longer has the hair, like she has her hair down. Then no more catering to the fans, no more dancing for the fans. Everyone's trying for evil. I think the fans are just behind Io right now.
I think so too.
It's been like that for the past few weeks. They've chanted Io more than out of the 3.
I mean, maybe it's Io's time, man.
I think the fans are trying to tell them that.
You really think that I'm scared?
Oh, shut up.
Damn.
That's 2 signatures, Cole.
Jimmy, is Bianca's voice get a little deeper tonight?
What the hell? Damn. Uh-oh. Boom! Took them both out. Damn.
This is gonna be a good match. I can't wait to see it. Honestly, I'm in.
Damn. Like the way she did that, I think she actually headbutted. I think Rhea actually headbutted Bianca there.
It looked like right in the chin.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a really good match. I'm interested in this. Like, I'm so torn between Rita and Io though. I love them both. I'm like, damn it, I don't know who to pick. I don't know. I kind of want to go with Io personally, because like you said, and Rita's had her run. She's had her fun with it. Why not let Io have a good reign with it? And I mean, between Bianca and Rita, they both have had a few WrestleMania moments. Let's
Yeah.
have Io Sky have one.
Yeah, they announced the fair four for the Intercontinental Championships. Me Breaker, Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. That's the crazy thing is that the hype hasn't been as big as for WrestleMania as the past few years, but I mean the card isn't bad this year. I'm enjoying the card so far.
Someone's going to turn on someone here. They're not going to stay together much longer.
I can't help but think that Finn's gonna be the main guy out because they've been acting funny towards Finn lately, all of them.
They're talking about him behind his back and stuff.
Or the odd guy out, yeah. I don't know, and I don't get that. And like Dominic and he has this way of kind of being like a little dick to him and like it's like Finn's not even catching it, and it's weird. It's like how you not catching these people being an asshole to you.
You're not going to beat Penta, Dominic. You got lucky last week because Breaker accidentally speared Penta, and that's how they won.
Yeah, pure luck.
Couple members of the Ooh crew in the same match. Well, Bailey has won just about everything in her illustrious career except the Intercontinental Championship. She hopes to do that tonight against the inaugural Women's Intercontinental Champion, the high flyer Lyra Valkyria, who wants to continue to define her legacy. Lyra Bailey, the title live on Netflix.
Going on their commercial break.
So this is a title match for the women's IC title.
Yeah, Lyra and Bailey, the Women's IC
That's gonna
Championship.
be good.
I kind of hope that Bailey wins this.
You think Lyra's had a long enough reign already?
See, she's had it for. She's had it for 83 days, and she's
Yeah.
had a total of 4 title defenses. So I don't know.
She's been a fighting champion.
Yeah, she's kind of been the workhorse. She's defended her title. She's only defended against. She's defended against the same person over and over again. She went against Meechin like 4 or 5 times.
Right.
And then she went against Saruka on NXT. So she's only fought against 2 different people. Lyra's went against Dakota, Ivy, Raquel, and then tonight she'll go against Bailey. But I think Roxanne Perez is going to take the. I think she'll take the women's IC eventually, Roxanne Perez. Because remember they were doing Roxanne and Bailey like they were feuding for a little bit.
Yeah, I remember
So I think
that.
that might transition into Roxanne and Bailey fighting for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
That'd be cool though. That'd be really cool. And that'd be Roxanne's first title win on the main roster. That'd be nice. I would just hope they would have. I don't know. I guess they would have Lyra drop the title like at a pay per view or a premium live event, whatever you want to call it these days. But I do enjoy how they do subvert expectations and do have title drops like on SmackDown and Raw these days. I do enjoy that. But I don't know. I just think that her run, she has to lose it at a PLE. I don't know, but who's to say they may pull the trigger like you said on this, so they can have a way to bring in Roxy for the title. I mean, that'll be dope.
Damn, everyone wants to bitch about everything I'm on, I swear. That's all it ever is. People bitching about this and that and this and that.
Yet they still rush the product and they bitch about it.
Chris, thanks for watching. I'll just wait. I guess 1 week till Vegas. Me and Chris leave
Hey,
next Monday. That's why we're doing Raw tonight. We're going to be doing Raw tonight, NXT tomorrow, SmackDown on Friday, and then because I won't be able to do anything next week because I'll be in Vegas all week. But I will be filming multiple vlogs in Vegas. I'm going to separate them into days. The main stuff for wrestling wise will be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it'll be probably maybe four different vlogs or two vlogs. I'm not combine Thursday and Friday together, and then Saturday and Sunday together. I don't know. Uh, I don't know how I'll do it,
a lot of
but
content.
there'll be some vlogs out of my trip going to WrestleMania. I'm going to be meeting Stone Cold, Randy Orton, uh, just some others that we're meeting. I know Chris got us to APA. We'll be meeting the APA together.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're doing a whole week of WWE programming, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT this week. All right, here we go. They're already in the ring.
All right, it's going down.
The only thing I don't like about Raw is it seems like every week they only have 4 matches. And the show's 2.5 hours. I don't see why they can't have 5 or 6 matches.
I mean, it's a good point, but I think in a way they structured it just like Vince McMahon did. It's basically a TV show that happens to have wrestling in it.
So I remember when Raw was on USA and it was 3 hours, they had about 6 or 7 matches, and
Yeah,
that's what SmackDown has now. SmackDown's 3 hours on USA, and they have about 6 or 7 matches. But now since they went to Netflix, they only have 4 matches. I think for TV they should at least have 5 because the PLEs only have 4 or 5. Uh,
yeah,
but they can go anytime that they want on Netflix. Like sometimes they talk about time restrictions, but if they can go anytime they want, I don't see how there would be any time restrictions.
yeah. They went overtime before on Netflix, I believe.
Yeah, like Triple H said, they can go 40 minutes or 8 hours. Like they can go anytime they want. Like there is no time restrictions, but there might be time restrictions on the venues that they book. Because I imagine like certain venues and arenas and stuff, they have different events coming. So one event has to be out at a certain time in order for because like certain arenas like they have basketball and then they have wrestling one day and they got to take it all down. Then the next day it's basketball and the next day it's concert and then
Yeah,
what if WrestleMania has the very first women's Intercontinental Championship ladder match? You know, that would be really cool. Uh, so I know Bailey and Lyra's teaming up this Friday in that women's tag team gauntlet match or whatever. Uh, I kind of see the women's Intercontinental Championship not even being on the line at WrestleMania, and them just doing Liv and Raquel versus Bailey and Lyra. I hope they
mm,
don't do that. I'd rather just see the Women's Intercontinental Championship on the line.
Hell yeah, WrestleMania.
I mean, personally, I think they should just do away with the women's tag titles. I mean, they don't mean anything. Nobody talks about them. Nobody cares about them. Like they really should have just had Metaphor win the tag titles and move them to NXT because NXT could use them because they have a lot of women's tag teams. In the main
Yeah,
roster, they
it's
don't really
female heavy.
on the main roster. They're just putting women together to make a tag team because Bailey and Lyra is not a tag team. They're just making them as a tag team. I don't know. Also, yeah, we're also going to meet Ricky Saints, and then Chris is meeting Nick Foley at
That's cool.
WWE World.
Bailey again hooks the leg, almost had Lyra there, kick it two once again. Looks like Bailey had complete control the entire time. Lyra started to get a little bit.
I saw that they actually have a setup where you can get tattoos and everything. That sounds pretty cool though.
Yeah, they're going to where you can do tattoos at WWE World. I wonder how much they cost. Oh, I thought that was going to be.
I probably imagine if they're WWE World, it's probably gonna be expensive to get a tattoo. It's $5 to get a beer.
Yeah, probably $8 to get a beer.
Oh, Lyra almost got her right there. Almost got her.
Oh, that was a good suplex. Who else are you meeting? So you're meeting Stone Cold, Randy Orton, Ricky Saints. I'm meeting Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, Chad Gable. I'm meeting the Big Show at WrestleCon.
Sweet.
I'm gonna be meeting Ahman Johnson as well. We actually had him on here, or the All Elite Zone. We had him on for interview. I'm gonna be meeting him. See Shane Douglas.
Franchise, that's cool.
Meeting Snitsky. If anyone remembers Snitsky, meeting him.
He's the one that punted the baby. I remember.
Yeah.
It wasn't his fault.
Damn, we got a lot of counters, a lot of roll ups. I feel like one of these
I love
times.
the submission moves they're using tonight.
I feel like one of these times, Lyra's going to dislocate someone's shoulder doing that. The way she just did that.
They're rocking back and forth. That's very luchador. I've seen a lot of luchadors do that. Remember Owen Hart, I believe he did something like that every now and then. He'll pull that out.
Oh. Lyra going to top rope.
She understood what was happening with Bailey. Somebody she's probably looked up to. Valkyrie out top rope. Gonna fly where she feels.
Ooh, crossbody.
Oh.
To retain and a kick out by Bailey. What a match we have on our hands here on Netflix.
Las Vegas.
It's a good match though so far.
Yeah, me and Chris are also going to go to the Pawn Stars. If anyone knows the TV show The Pawn Stars, we're going to go by the by where they have it at.
That show still on the air?
I don't know if it's still on the air, but they still got the store open.
I love this. I love the show.
I can't remember the last time they had a new episode. Because I remember one of the sons got in trouble, I believe, and one of them died.
I think the old man died. I think.
Yeah, the bald headed guy's dad. His dad and everything. Yeah, he died. But I think his son took it over. The bald headed guy or whatever.
American Home Show now provides video chat with live.
Yeah,
I know one of the sons died.
Let's go fix that up. Okay, Dale.
He committed suicide, I think.
Fix it over video chat.
I heard something about that.
Sign up today at
It was the
Sister's 40th birthday party as a dress code.
not the one with the beard, but the other one.
Nice. Just go to Men's Warehouse. They'll decide everything for you. What?
They used to actually have a lot of wrestling stuff. Had Mick Foley on there one time.
Did I need to flex the
Yeah, I
strap?
saw. I think I saw that episode.
Yes.
I think I saw an
Storm,
episode when somebody brought a Ric Flair robe in there and tried to pass it off as real.
yeah, someone had a Paul Bearer Hall of Fame ring.
Yeah, that's an episode I saw. I remember that.
As a UFC announcer with a front row seat, I've been known to get pretty excited. And with this latest DraftKings offer, you can too. Free customers take down 150 instantly in bonus bets with your bet.
Be right back.
All right.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, sign up with the promo code, and turn $5 into 150 instantly in bonus bets. The crowd is yours.
Grab some Goya Maria cookies. The ones with the golden wrapper.
Golden wrapper, you said? Is that golden wrapper is?
No, but it's the perfect snack.
And you can turn them into a real treat. Goya Maria cookies. Give snack time a golden touch. Podcast located in the forward compartment. Before I knew, I was different. Before I understood what nuclear truly meant. Before I could use my mind to move a submarine.
Rick Harrison took time off because of something. Yeah,
Or you can be nuke smart.
yeah, I heard about that.
Bailey with his half grab locked in on Valkyria. The champ in trouble. Rolls onto her back, needs some space here. Lyra needs a little space, needs a little separation, needs a little reset at this point. Bailey has been in complete control. Lyra, big forearm. Bailey with one of her own.
All right, we're back. So they're trading shots at each other.
WrestleMania, every one of these punches sticks just a little bit more. Delivered a little bit harder, a little bit more intensity, a little bit more. Oh! Hanging Lyra up on the second rope, falls to the floor. Remember, Bailey's got to get her into the ring here. Bailey's got to pin or submit the champ in the ring in order to win the title. Bailey now sliding.
Oh.
Big kick.
A good slide kick right there.
Boot to the face. Bailey in control again. Back into a break the count. Bailey with the suicide dive.
Oh, damn.
Valkyria able to
That was
double
a
the
real suicide dive. She missed all that. Were you going for suicide dive? No. Both got caught with Bailey. Oh, damn. Belly to belly suplex. She hit hard.
Remember, a countout does not help the challenger here. A double countout keeps the championship around the waist of Valkyria. And out a count of 5 is our official. And a count of 6 again. Both women down at 7. Now at 8, Valkyria climbs to the apron. Bailey
Both make it into the ring for a 9 count.
beats the count. But for Bailey, it was a good thing the champ beat the count. Absolutely. Bailey needed Lyra to beat the count if she wanted to become a champion tonight. Countout would not have done anything for her. Lyra was at like 9.5. Electric crowd inside the Target Center in Minneapolis.
Oxon Hill, I hope Lyra wins.
On the line,
Most times, South
Bailey
APA and
now.
Big Show going to meet my old friend Billy Gunn and his sons.
Valkyria
Yep,
away inside.
Chris will meet in the Gun Club. Austin Gunn and the
Oh.
Guns. Oh,
Chris beating the ass boys.
that was good
Looking for
insecurity.
Nightwing.
Oh,
Connecting.
that was good.
Bailey. Bailey kicks out now. Lyra did not get all of her finishing move there. Wasn't quite able to get Bailey up the whole time and deliver the blow. She wasn't able to stick
This has been a really good match.
she wanted as
Yeah,
well.
it's been really good so far.
Get Bailey up.
Lyra's been able to put on a lot of good matches as
The impact
women's
not quite the
IC
same.
champion.
Bailey was able to kick out. Talking about desperation there. Those elbows from Bailey shouldn't look like that.
She was really good in NXT as well.
Again, this time with Bailey on the shoulder.
Oh.
Knee, and a second knee to the face of Valkyria. Bailey with the cover. The champ kicks out.
That was a good
again.
knee.
How the hell is Lyra even functioning after 2 knees to the face? Lyra Valkyria has an iron jaw.
Oh,
Chin.
she's got the iron jaw. She's in the playback.
after knee to the dome. Week after week, I become more and more impressed.
Damn.
National champion
They're going at it. I love it.
Yeah, I got 6 people in here. Oh, okay, go on top rope. Oh, shoot.
Lyra fighting back. How
So it's happening here.
this match been?
Davis, what's up? Brenda, how you doing?
Fireball?
Oh,
Back gave out. Bailey. That's
Oh,
what she tried
damn.
before that
Sunset flip.
the corner. This time it
That's
connects.
cool,
And
Chris.
Lyra's face
Yeah, thanks for watching.
beating Pat this match. Certainly have. Sunset flip buckle block.
Damn, we had 6 people and now 3 people left.
Attack the back of Lyra's head as opposed to the temple and mouth. Bailey's been. The officials doing a great job getting down there and checking on Valkyria. Make sure that
damn. They're giving it their all with this match. I love it. That sunset got her though right there, man. That kind of slowed down the pace.
Oh, damn. Tornado DDT. Fisherman suplex down. That was good. I like how she transitioned that. 1, 2, down.
Oh, a kick out.
I like how she did the tornado DDT and then she connected it into a fisherman suplex.
That was well done. Mr. Perfect will be proud of that one.
She's always good about that, Lyra. She's always good at doing a move and uh, reversing it into something else. Kind of Seth Rollins. He does the suplex off the top rope and then does a
Falcon Arrow.
don't tap. Don't. I don't know who I want to win.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard right now. They're
Oh,
going so
no.
hard.
Bailey might actually get it.
Uh oh. In the middle of the ring.
She isn't tapping out.
That's the danger zone in the middle of the ring, boy.
Oh, rollover. 1, 2.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Lyra won.
Whoa.
She won clean.
That was awesome.
That was a big win for Lyra. Big win. Probably the biggest win in her title run.
She countered Bailey's finisher and went and rolled her up. That was sweet. Damn. That was awesome.
That was a good opening match. That was good. And people are slowly getting behind her woos and her entrance.
I can remember at first, man, people weren't behind her at first. They're like, well, I don't get it. Where's the story? I was like, it's happening in front of your eyes right now. Her rise, that's the story.
I like to think of Lyra as a workhorse champion. Basically the opposite of Chelsea, the complete opposite. See, she won the IC title. She went against Dakota, beat her. Went against Ivy, beat her. Went against Raquel, beat her. Went against Bailey, beat her. So she's basically the workhorseman overall, at least on the women's side. And she's beating
That's fair
everybody.
to say.
But she was just like this in NXT, and people they just want to forget about that. Like, this isn't anything new. Right? She's always been capable of putting on good matches.
Right.
Now they're supposed to be teaming up on SmackDown. Damn, Bailey didn't even. You sorry son of a. You shake her hand. All right, that's better. Give her a hug. She's putting over Lyra big time here.
That was a damn good match, man. Ladies are killing it.
I thought she was gonna, because I was about to say, like, they're supposed to team up next week. I mean, this Friday on SmackDown, the tag titles, in that gauntlet match. So, wonder if this is gonna affect. I thought it was gonna affect their relationship because Bailey wasn't gonna shake her hand, but then she came back and gave her a hug. So maybe Bailey's not gonna put too much into it. But Bailey is a backstabber. She always has been. So I don't trust her, and I don't blame Bianca for not trusting her. If you guys remember, they were teaming up on and Bianca accused Bailey of attacking Jade. American
Yeah.
Made. Kathy Kelly looks really good tonight.
What the hell is Bert doing there? Oh God. He's like the most unfunny comedian out there right now. Why is he there?
I don't know who the hell he is.
I'm sure Bert has fans out there, but I'm not. I was a fan for a little while, and then I was like, I get it. He's just an overgrown man child. I get it.
They couldn't have brought what's his name? Oh, it was Otis. Yep. Well, I think we could have went without that. They must be in Minnesota tonight. Good. I'm glad Io Sky put Bailey in their place. Yeah, Io Sky got them both really good. They're promoting NXT.
Oh man.
Dark State. I don't know who's behind that group. I thought it was Trick, but Dragon Lee Wrestling. Oh yeah, we got a 6-man tag team match tonight. It's
Oh yeah.
LWO versus the American Made. All right, now we know El Americano is Chad Gable because why is he teaming up with the Creed brothers?
Right.
Like just coincidentally, he's teaming up with Chad Gable's tag team partners. I don't buy it.
Hey,
I
just
don't,
look at the draw, man. That's how they booked him.
that's too obvious.
You just have to walk up to the whiteboard, and there the name was. Hey, just look.
El Grande Americano. That's his name. He's basically trying to pull off. When Hulk Hogan did that. He did that character where he had the mask on and Vince
Yeah.
McMahon. Everybody tried to prove it was him. It's kind of like this, but I could see Kurt Angle pulling out something like this.
I could definitely see Kurt doing that.
He was very petty as a heel, especially on SmackDown. Very petty. He would do something like this. Great.
You remember when John Cena had one Cena? He wore a mask.
Yeah, I remember that.
Juan Cena.
Yeah, that was a good opening match, Davis. That was probably the best Women's Intercontinental Championship title defense ever, which has only been 5 of them. But Irish put on some pretty good matches each weekender matches. So.
What did you say? Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden.
Tick pick.
WWE 2K25.
I like the 2K25 commercial. It makes me think of the Attitude Era a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyone remembers that commercial that the Attitude Era had in the Twin Towers and then Absolute Chaos? Someone was flying out of the Twin Towers.
No, it's the WWE headquarters, I think.
Yeah, like in the commercial, like, absolute chaos is going on. And in this commercial, like absolute chaos is going on. I wish I lived through the Attitude Era. Those were some. I've been rewatching some of the stuff, and some of the stuff was really good that you would want to be a part of, especially like Stone Cold coming out and the whole crowd behind him.
I think there's one thing I remember watching it as it was happening is the stuff they got away with because I was there watching it as a kid, and they used to get away with so much stuff, man, that you can never do today.
I'm currently watching. See, I watched Survivor Series. Well, I watched the no, it's Survivor Series 1997, the Montreal Screwjob. I watched the 3 weeks building up to that, and now I'm in like December. I just watched DX in your house, and they've got this character, the Gold Dust. Gold Dust is with Luna Rashawn. I'm surprised they got away with some of that stuff. Gold Dust. Uh, that would definitely not get over today. The stuff that they had Gold Dust doing. Because
No.
in storyline, well, and real life too, Gold Dust dumped Terry Reynolds, and he went with Luna Vachon, and she's crazy as hell. It's like she has him on a leash and stuff, and then
Yeah, I remember that.
it was
He's the artist formerly known as Gold Dust,
that was some wild
or the
stuff.
wrestler formerly known as Gold Dust.
Gold Dust is some wild stuff in the Attitude Era. Basically, he was a slave to her. At sometimes that's how they
Yeah,
portrayed it.
they went pretty off the wall with that back then. But of course, like I said, you can never pull that off today, ever,
And
ever,
then they
ever.
took it up a notch further, and then Godfather and Val Venus and Stone Cold flipping
Yeah,
out people every week, and
you had a
uh,
retired porn star on the roster.
they had yeah, they did a lot of crazy stuff
A
back then.
retired pimp.
Yeah, like right now I'm in the mix of them first fixing to start the Austin and the Man feud. Uh,
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
But yeah, you think about it, man. They got away with so much back then. I mean, they had the version of the Nation of Islam. They had the version of the Yakuza. They had their version of like the censor board. I mean, they went off the wall and they offended everybody,
Yeah, uh, right to uncensored or whatever they're called.
and it was great TV. I can't lie.
All right, where is this going? Every week, Karrion Cross is talking shit to AJ. And,
It's like I'm telling you, he's doing that devil's advocate kind of thing that Sean O'Hara used to do. And he's
yeah,
trying to get
yeah,
AJ to go to back, to his dark side.
What AJ Styles are you talking? What is this obsession with you and this other AJ Styles? Because I can't let you lose at Mania.
Karrion got the old school CM Punk look going down.
You want the other side of AJ Styles? I'll talk to Adam Pearce. And next week on Monday Night Raw, I'll give you a taste.
oh, AJ and Karrion Cross next week. Now, we haven't seen Karrion Cross in the ring in a little while. See, Karrion Cross is a good TV. He's a very great character on TV. Uh,
Yeah.
his promos are very different than anybody else. He's very unique in WWE. The only thing that's missing is he's not been able to connect with the audience in ring. If he can connect with the audience in ring, the sky's the limit for Karrion Cross. He can obviously talk. He can cut a promo. He's got all that down pat. But he
Yeah.
was in TNA a while back, and he was great in ring. He had a lot of good matches with Moose and Johnny TV. I mean Johnny Impact at the time. Uh, so he's good in ring. They just need to find that in him in WWE.
Exactly. And I
American
love
made.
the character. I'm a huge fan of that character that he's playing. He's kind of like I said, got the devil's advocate character going. And the late great Sean O'Hara, he used to have that kind of character going down where he would entice people, and he would, it was kind of like this, like go ahead, cheat on your wife, she's never gonna know, or go ahead, take that drug, it's only just you're only doing it once. And he was that kind of guy who would kind of push you to do bad things. It was like a pretty cool character, if they do this carrying across the right way, I mean, it'd be probably one of the best characters they have today if they do it right. They're going all the way with this.
The fans are behind Americano. But yeah,
I mean, there's a little cultural appropriation there, but I don't know. It's something racist about it. I just can't put my finger on it.
he
I wonder how
fans
much
wanted the attitude
El
era. Well, they got it.
Capano has gotten an opportunity to the Creed brothers.
I feel like he's trying to basically mock Lucha Libre wrestling in the story, and that's going to be where that's why the guy in feud with Dragon Lee and all these people.
Exactly. By outward appearances, he's making fun of the luchadors.
But I think what they're going to end up doing is doing a mask versus mask match between somebody, either Dragon Lee or Rey Mysterio, and Chad Gable's going to lose. And then it's going to
Right.
be funny when he has to take off the mask. This is going to be funny as hell.
Gracias.
I feel they're going to do a mask versus mask or something eventually.
Just rumors floating around. I'm trying my best.
Silencio.
Damn, that was a good tackle.
Luchador here on Monday Night Raw. And Brutus Creed looks to
The Creed Brothers are really good. They remind me a lot of Shelton Benjamin and Charlie Haas a little bit.
Yeah, I see a
Brutus,
lot of that.
Brutus Creed is more of the powerhouse, and Julius is more of the athleticism. So Julius Creed can do more what Shelton Benjamin can do.
Much like Jack Daniels.
And Chad Gable's just Kurt Angle.
These are American-made boys. Nice arm drag to
Joaquin Wild's also underrated. They don't use him a lot, but
he's from the Gulf.
when they get if they would use him more, you'd see how good he is.
Big double team by LWO. Joaquin Wild.
Oh, that was a good
Oh, he's
tackle.
not. Oh,
That was very
he's got
unique.
power.
That right there is what Joaquin Wild has been
Joaquin
doing.
Wild. He was also in TNA, I believe, as DJZ.
Look at this. Julius Creed set for a ride. Julius thought he was in control there during the spin.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Now we're going to put an arm bar now. And now everybody getting involved.
is that Ray hanging out outside the ring with his Versace jacket?
Not to officiate
That is a cool jacket.
match.
Damn, everything's going.
Rolling. Six-way intersection.
Oh,
here.
wow.
I don't even know who's legal now.
All right, this is very unique.
Kicking ass.
Damn, there's a lot going on right there.
Whoa,
I've never seen that done like that. Well, I've seen that done in a six-sided ring, but not in a
that's pretty cool. I love it.
oh, triple suicide dive.
You lose track of who's legal.
I don't know. Like as a referee, you really got to pay attention.
Legal.
I don't know who the hell's legal. I think it was Joaquin Wild, and I think maybe Julius Creed. Well, now it's Cruz del Toro. Now it's Dragon Lee.
His body's flying everywhere. You lose track of everything.
All right, now here's the athleticism I was talking about from Julius Creed. Right there. And that's the Shelton Benjamin in him. Because Shelton Benjamin could do stuff like that. Oh, this match is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's better than I thought it would be. Do you find it? I think you meant to say racist. If you're talking about the Americano character, a little bit, it does seem like that. If you listen last week, I think it was last week or the week before, he had that video package. Of, it was basically a AI made video package for El Americano. Because even Michael Cole said that he had that in storyline, of course, that he's found no track record of this of El Americano.
That's right.
And in the promo, it had like he's from Gulf of America, and it has some pictures of him, which it looks nothing like Americano. It's totally AI, and I feel like they did the video package like that just to make, because it fits what Chad Gable would do. Like Chad Gable would make something like that to make it to try to fool people. If Dragon Lee and them don't find it racist, then I think it's fine.
That's right. I mean, I'm sure there is a subsection of fans that are Latin and that are not happy with it, and that makes sense.
I think what it's going to come down to is Rey Mysterio and El Americano in a mask versus mask. Rey Mysterio is going to win, and then he's going to unmask El Americano, and it's going to be Chad Gable.
Okay.
Yeah,
So in the end,
Thanks.
the Luchadors will prevail, which sucks.
exactly. That's the brilliance of the storytelling. You know, the bad guy has to be the despicable asshole. So
Yeah.
whenever they get their comeuppance, the crowd will go wild.
So it's not like they're going to bury the. See, Vince would always bury the lucha wrestlers. I feel like. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
but with Triple H, it doesn't seem like that because you see Penta, he's he's only lost one match, uh, and he's going to WrestleMania going for the IC title. Ray
and
Phoenix,
he didn't even lose clean. Now I think about it, he didn't lose
yeah,
clean.
no, he didn't lose Quinn in that match. Now he is still undefeated in singles technically. That was a tag team match. Ray Phoenix had a great debut, and you see Dragon Lee. He's starting to get a lot more TV time. Uh,
Yep,
so, and Vince's way of booking luchadors was his best luchadors besides Rey Mysterio was the Lucha Dragons, the Lucha House Party, and that was it. Uh, but with the Lucha House Party, I kind of felt like he was making fun of Lucha Libre wrestling.
I felt that way too. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
They would come out with those things. I forget what they're called, but the things that they would like rattle around.
Yeah,
Uh, but the way Triple H presents it is in a more serious way. If you look at Penta and Phoenix, like there's some serious lucha wrestlers that have potential. Where guys like Kalisto and uh, Sin Cara and all them, like they were good in the ring. Like Kalisto and Sin Cara was very good, but they weren't made out to be serious singles wrestlers. I believe Kalisto won the U.S. title twice,
I think so.
but he's the only other luchador besides Rey Mysterio to do that. I think. Oh damn, Dragon Lee got that good. But I just feel Triple H respects Lucha Libre wrestling a bit more than Triple H. Uh, I mean, Triple H presents it better than Vince. I got that mixed up.
Absolutely.
Uh, which I think that Triple H has always wanted to work with Penta, so you could imagine he would want to book him good. And it's going to be no different for Phoenix either. I think Phoenix is going to be booked well as well.
Yeah.
No, damn. I thought he was going to go for a
Oh,
pop-up power bomb there. Oh, I also feel like Rey Mysterio is trying to prepare some of these younger wrestlers because I can kind of tell that Rey Mysterio doesn't have much longer. He is moving a little bit slower in the ring, but he's about 40, 50 years old, so it's expected at some point. Oh, damn. Didn't expect him to do a suicide dive right there. Comes Americano. Americano's going to pull out a miracle. German suplex? No. No. Roll over?
oh,
1, 2. No.
that was close.
Damn. Popped the hell out of him. All right, what they got here going? Damn. Holy shit. Holy damn. Dragon Lee's pissed.
Don't blame him.
Powerbomb. Oh,
Nice.
damn. That was a good shooting star press.
How did somebody that big, what he just did? There are bodies everywhere. It would have been a physical and fast-paced six-man tag match. That could have been over right there.
All right, this match is getting really good.
Shit. It got really good.
That was a good shooting star press.
Yeah,
I
this
was
is get
watching.
this is getting pretty fast paced, really fast.
Oh damn,
Oh shit!
that was beautiful. He spinned around a few times. That was really good. Americano's getting desperate. What has he got there? What did he put in his?
What's going on here?
What did he give? What did she give him? She gave him a piece of metal.
Damn.
Oh damn! Hit Rey Mysterio. All right, come on, Dragon May, do something with it. Do something. Do something. All right, he got him. Come on, Dragon May, you got this. He's gonna unmask him. Hey, flying
Oh,
headbutt. That might be it. One, two, three. All right, American Made wins. That was a good match, though.
that was. A loaded mask.
He tried to pull his mask off because a week before, Chad Gable or Air Americano took off Dragon Lee's mask.
And Ray's trying to explain to the ref, "Wait, the bell's already rung, bro. Match is over." It's a lot of high flying in that one match. That was awesome.
Back to back good matches.
Hell yeah. How does that not hurt Chad headbutting somebody like that? I don't see how he doesn't get hurt.
Who, Chad Gable?
Yeah, that would hurt him too.
The flying headbutt, yeah. I'm
With
surprised
with
they let
with,
him do
with
that.
something on his with something like in between his the mask and the forehead, that's gonna hurt.
I'm surprised they let him do that. Right, Jimmy. So again, yeah, last week this was a good angle last week.
Yeah, well, it really was. Beat him bloody and made his brother watch. That was some hardcore stuff right there.
Yeah, last week I actually called this. I said that if they did this angle that because Gunther and Jay has kind of been less for the build as, but if they did this angle, it would make the feud more heated and make it more personal. Because
Yeah,
before it was just about because now this feud is no longer just about the title. Because Gunther just beat the hell out of Jay's brother Jimmy.
right in front of him. Yeah.
Yeah, he beat him up to a bloody pulp. So now it's about getting revenge for Jimmy.
I mean, as a brother, I would probably be thinking that's the first thing I want is some blood.
Yeah, so now Jimmy's gonna want he's gonna want to get blood back on Gunther. And I was starting to think, what if Jey Uso goes after Ludwig Kaiser? Uh,
Mm.
but Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser hasn't really done much together in months. It kind of
Right.
felt it kind of felt like that Gunther wanted him to go on a separate ways.
I
Um,
think that's what you wanted.
but they're still friends, obviously. So if Jay did that, it probably would still affect Gunther. Who you got at Mania, Gunther or Jey Uso?
I got Jay, honestly.
I think
That's
Jay.
the I mean, that's the feel good WrestleMania story. I want to see that happen.
I feel like that's gonna happen. See, this makes the feud just more intense now. It's not just about the title.
Right.
It's personal. It's heated. Now Jay really has something to sink his teeth into. He beat him pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
Like we haven't saw blood like this on WWE since the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre Hell in a Cell match.
Hmm. And that got bloody as hell too.
But it seems like WWE is using blood when it's needed in a storyline. Because if you're using blood every week, then it doesn't mean anything. But
Right.
in certain stories, the blood can, if you use blood, and well, sometimes you can't help it. Like you could have a freak accident in a match, and you could just start bleeding. You can't control that. Uh, but stuff like this, like using blood in this storyline makes the story feel even bigger.
Yeah.
This blood didn't need the story. The story needed the blood.
And Gunther walks away from him all bloody like a madman. It's freaking awesome.
Look at him smiling. It's like he's proud of what he did.
I want you to push in real
I mean,
slow.
blood in wrestling is not a bad thing because it makes it more
Push
serious.
in real slow.
But if you're doing it in every single match,
Well,
then I just feel like you're just doing it for doing it.
Everybody's
Like Moxley.
Yeah, every damn match. Like it's not special anymore. I mean, in the Attitude Era, they did blood a lot, but where they did do it, it made sense. I don't want to see Moxley versus Johnny TV and Moxley bleed. And they actually did that. They had Moxley go against Johnny TV, and then Moxley was bleeding. How the hell is Johnny TV gonna make Moxley bleed?
Number one most visited car shopping site.
And it was over a clothesline. He clotheslined him, and then Moxley decided to blade and bleed all over the place.
Yeah.
Over a clothesline. A clothesline is not going to make you bleed.
That must have been one hell of a clothesline.
It was and what now if it was a JBL clothesline from hell maybe, but you would have to use your elbow and like probably pop their mouth
Yeah.
because a clothesline you're targeting their chest.
And speaking of JBL, I love how he's just going all over the country, handing out clotheslines for free. I love it.
Yeah, he's been on TNA. I don't know where it's going because on TNA he would come in and he would attack. He like everyone that Dolph Ziggler was going against for TNA title, JBL would help him win. But then Dolph Ziggler would say he has no affiliation with JBL. So he went
It's
to,
like
I think he went to AAA, like AAA. He did that. He's been
yeah.
going everywhere and he's clotheslining people. I believe he worked with Alberto Del Rio recently. I believe he did.
Yeah, it's like he's like on a clothesline tour, you know.
Yeah, I love how he's going to Mexico and doing it. Because if anyone knows the famous JBL storyline of JBL and Eddie Guerrero, you know that JBL doesn't really like Mexican people. At least in storyline.
In kayfabe. In
Okay.
kayfabe.
I don't know what real life, but that was
Well, in kayfabe, JBL doesn't like much of anybody. So
no. He only trusted a few people, and then that even went south. He trusted the Bastron brothers, Orlando Jordan, and Julian Hall, but all that went south. Uh,
His
I,
cabinet.
yeah, his cabinet. See, JBL was one of the best heels in wrestling.
There he was.
Uh, and even offensive stuff that he did, it made Eddie Guerrero look even stronger
Yeah.
because Eddie Guerrero beat the hell out of him.
That's another case of things that you could do back then that you can never do today. JBL and his stuff back then, you cannot do that today without having some protests, boycotting, all that stuff going on.
The stuff that he did back then, he'd never be allowed to be on TV ever again. If he did it, because he literally, I don't know if he actually went to the border or if they did it somewhere to make it seem like it was the border. Uh, but that the storyline was JBL went across the border and he was keeping people from crossing the border and stuff. Uh,
Yeah, that was crazy. I couldn't believe they got away with that back then, to be honest with you.
yeah, because this was in the ruthless aggression era, like 2003, 2004. Yeah, showing DX. Talking about the Attitude Era, they did some of the most crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I like when the network told them not to say this stuff, and then they said, "We will not use." We.
If you get the uncut footage, they said every word in the book.
Yeah, they said everything they said not to say on TV. I didn't like when they brought it back though in the PG era. It wasn't the same DX.
Yeah, I agree with you on that because it felt more manufactured, and it felt like it was just something to sell glow sticks.
It
That's how
was,
it
it
felt
was
like.
like a lot of people said the stuff they did in the Attitude Era was childish, like the stuff they did, but some of the stuff they did in the PG era was childish as well, but
Yeah,
just all for the wrong reasons.
I would
Uh,
think like the first version of DX.
that's the best one.
Well, oh yeah, well the first one was just Shawn,
Yeah, that's right.
Triple H, and China, and then the second version was when they brought in the Road Dog and
Yeah,
Badass and X Pac and all them. And I think the first version was the best in my opinion when it was just Hunter and Sean just pranking everybody and winning titles. It was funny. And the thing is, they can be goofy as hell, but when they got in the ring, they can back it all up.
yeah. The second one was good as well. I believe on the Raw, was it the Raw 1000th episode that they brought DX back, but this time they had Shawn Michaels, Triple H, and X Pac and the New Age Outlaws. Like they had them all together.
Yeah,
It would have been cool if they could have had all of them together in the Attitude Era, because Shawn went away for a little while, and then
yeah.
Triple H got X Pac and the New Age Outlaws. It'd been cool if they could have done it all of them together, but Shawn went away because I believe he had some injuries and stuff after the his match against Austin at WrestleMania. Damn.
Well, 12 nights away from Gunther defending his world championship against main event
You gotta admit, Gunther looks pretty awesome with that title on his waist.
He looks really good as a world champion.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
that
good.
belt. It's like the belt was designed for him.
Exactly.
Gunther is sporting a red tie tonight based upon the bloody, brutal beatdown that he gave Jimmy Uso last week as his brother Jay looked on. World Heavyweight Championship fight at WrestleMania is that man, Gunther, takes on a Royal Rumble winner, Jey Uso, at WrestleMania. Yeah, you're the champ, sir. Understand that. He's grinning like a butcher's dog.
I'm sure Gunther and Jay are gonna be probably night one.
At least he's not going to
Yeah, I believe that's what they said. They're probably going to open the show because Punk, Roman, and Rollins is going to main event night one.
Hmm.
So they're probably going to open the show. Jay and Gunther. I would assume they would. Because last year on night two, they had Rollins and Drew for the World Heavyweight title open night two.
Yeah.
Night one, they had Rhea and Becky open night one. But if Gunther does beat Jay, he's the ultimate heel in the WWE. If he
Yeah, he'll
wins,
be top heel.
but I think Jay is going to win because Gunther's going to have multiple world title runs in his career. It's not like this is his last. But here comes Jay already. I feel like Gunther's playing everybody. I feel like he's playing his music on purpose. Maybe not.
Well, Gunther's gotten pretty good at trolling lately, so
I don't think he's coming out. He's trolling the fans. Oh, there he is. Damn. Why are you all the way up there? You're scared of Gunther?
he's always in the crowd. It's kind of his thing. He's coming out all black tonight. I just know I'm picking up on that. All black,
He's
ready to take
backing
care
up.
of business.
Oh, look at that
I like
sign.
Jay in all black though, man. He looks pretty fresh.
You see the sign next to Jay? Mid event Jay Uso.
That's fucked up. Mid event, damn, that's messed up.
That's the first. Like you don't really see many anti Jay Uso signs.
That's like the first one I've seen
Yeah,
I don't know in a while.
because the fans are always behind him. But that's the first time I've ever seen an anti Jey Uso. But
There's
I
always
called it.
one out there.
But I was predicting. You remember on the Raw on Netflix? I think we talked about this on Thursday. But Jey Uso came out with Travis Scott on the debut of Netflix,
Right.
uh, and John Cena and The Rock is with Travis Scott. So I wonder if Jey Uso is going to be in that group.
That's a thought. That's a thought. Like Jay, he's willing to risk it all just to get that title.
And Jay and The Rock did say, if you sell your soul to The Rock, he'll make you a household name. You'll have everything you've ever wanted. And that's
I mean, but
basically
Jay's
Jey
already
Uso.
he's already kind of become a household name already though.
Yeah, like with this run he's having, he's one of the hottest, probably one of the hottest acts in the company. Like he's never had this run in his entire career until now. So maybe The Rock was pulling the strings all along. Jay's gonna beat the hell out of him.
I don't know. I don't see how he's ashamed himself either. I'll be all over him right now, like gravy
He's
on a
fixing to
biscuit.
go. He's fixing to go all out. I can just feel it.
He broke Jay down. Now he's got to get him. He's got to get him now.
All right, what are we doing? Gotta say something.
Let the tension build. I like it.
You have a mother. You got a mom. You talk to your mom.
Uh-oh. Bringing Gooch's family into this.
What do y'all talk about? Family stuff. She asked you like, how's the wife? How's her grandson doing? Walk the dog. Did you guys cook dinner? What did you eat? You know what I'm saying? Those regular family stuff.
Jay's not wanting to do the eat stuff tonight.
I got a mother too. You want to know what me and my mom talked about this week? You want to know what I had to tell her?
Don't eat right now, folks.
Oh,
Come on.
son, bed.
Jay Uso is trying to tell him not to do that right now. But like by his hand signal.
Her oldest son got 15 stitches across his forehead. You want to know what she asked me? She said, why didn't you protect him, Joshua? As a grown man, I've never lied to my mom. I ain't gonna start now. You wanna know what I told her? I told her I was afraid. I told her I was afraid of you.
Technically, you were
But you had me, Gunther.
Yeah,
handcuffed.
you couldn't do anything. Yeah.
If you
had
wanted
the drop
to.
on me. You was 3 steps ahead of me. You playing chess. I'm playing checkers.
That is true. Gunther was 3 steps
When it
ahead.
wasn't enough for you,
Mm.
you had to go get my family involved. And you know how I feel about my family. They do. Especially Jimmy.
Yeah, annoying little kid in the background going yeet yeet yeet.
Shut up, kid. Yeah,
Just shut that little fucker up.
Look, Goose, I sat here and I watched you wipe my
You hear the
mother.
kid? I know you can hear that kid.
Now
He's like, "Come on."
it's on my hands too. I ain't never felt so hopeless, so helpless, disrespected, pissed off, mad, angry, damn near scared.
Hmm?
The nasty part is whenever he tasted his blood. I was like, "Ugh, come on, Gunther. Why you gonna do that? That's just gross."
Violated my twin in front of me. Made my heart stop. You know what the crazy thing is, Zeus?
At first, he was afraid. Hell, he was petrified.
In my darkest moment, my darkest time, right here in front of the world, man, a light bulb went off on me. Zeus. Ain't that something? You know what I realized? You want to know what I realized, Zeus? Hey, Gunther, look at me. I'm not afraid of you no more.
Mm-mm. Yeah, but Jimmy's right though. You know, if you're gonna beat a Gunther, you're gonna need that Jey Uso that was that ran with the bloodline. You need that Jey Uso.
Before WrestleMania, the night before, I'm gonna lay my head down and I'm gonna say a prayer. I'm going to pray about you more so for me. And I'm going to ask the Lord to forgive me for the man who I'm about to become.
But the madman.
Because at WrestleMania,
Exactly.
I'm going to get you for me. I'm going to get you for Jimmy.
He's gonna bring blood.
I'm going to get you for my whole damn family. And I will take the World Heavyweight Championship.
Basically saying he's fixing to become someone that he never thought he would be.
Right. That's what you need. He needs to pull that out. He needs to pull that dark side of him out.
That's the Jay that's gonna be able to beat Gunther. Not
Yes.
the Yeet Jay Uso, not the serious the Jay Uso that pinned Roman Reigns is what's gonna beat Gunther. I gotta say, this is probably one of his best promos in a while.
Oh, definitely. By March.
I'm much more invested in his story now. Like, if you would have asked me a month ago if I was interested, I would have said no. But the last 2 weeks, last week and this week, I'm much more invested in seeing this match.
Yeah, same here. The build has gotten stronger.
It's more personal now. It's not just about Yeet, and now they've triggered something in Jade that's gonna get people behind him more.
Yes, my tribal chief. Is he here? Yes, my tribal chief.
All right, got a flashback from SmackDown.
I like these flashbacks.
I'm wondering if remember that steel cage match that Punk and Rollins had, and Roman came out of nowhere and beat them both up. I'm wondering if we're going to get
Hmm.
that soon, uh,
Hmm.
because Punk attacked Roman. So you got to think that Roman Reigns is going to want revenge. He's not going to forget about that. So he might come back tonight out of nowhere and beat up both Roman and Rollins.
That'll be nice.
Rollins and Punk, not Roman. I don't think Roman's just going to forget about that. He doesn't forget about stuff.
Nope.
He took his wise man, so it obviously struck a nerve.
Roman looked so heartbroken that night. It was great television. She say it ain't so, wise man. Say it ain't so.
You guys remember, Roman once said, without the wise man, he doesn't become the tribal chief. So that's obviously going to affect Roman. Like, this is kind of like Roman, like every year at WrestleMania, Roman Reigns is going in as the hometown favorite. And now he's the basically in sports, he's the visiting team now. He's not the home team
Right. That's a good way to put it.
because he doesn't have his head coach now. He doesn't have his wise man. He's had Paul Heyman how many manias? Golly, since WrestleMania 34, maybe. I think Punk and Reigns. This story is going to go through a SummerSlam, and it'll be Punk and Roman 1-on-1 in a singles match. The Tribal Chief versus the Second City Saint.
Mm.
Main event Punk.
You know, Pat, I ran into Paul Heyman earlier today, who was here in Minneapolis.
This is a New Day.
All out of sorts.
This is a tag team title match. In one way, I want New Day to win, but in another way, I want the War Raiders to retain.
I don't know. The New Day is already one of the most decorated tag teams in wrestling history. I mean, do they really need another title reign? Really? Do they need one?
I mean, the only argument I guess you could have is this is New Day's first time being heel since 2014, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So then winning the tag titles will give them more momentum, but they don't really need them because they've won the tag titles so many times. Kind of like the Hardys, Dudleys, like they've done everything there is to do in tag team wrestling. They've won just about every tag team title there is to hold. I mean, New Day has even held the NXT tag team titles. I mean, there's nothing left for them to do besides try to break some records, I guess. I believe they're the longest reigning tag team champions of all time.
I think, yeah. Yep. Second to Demolition, I think.
Yeah, they surpassed that. So they've done everything. I mean, they've had great tag team matches against the Usos, the Bar, um, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. I mean, it's just nothing that they have not done. Kind of like the Usos. I mean, they've done everything there is to do in tag team wrestling.
Exactly.
I don't know.
So
Maybe
why would It's not, that's what I'm saying. Like they've done everything you can do. Why do they need another tag team reign?
the only reason that they would win it, I guess, is to get some momentum in this heel run. But I kind of think if they do win, because we saw that Big E segment months back. Maybe Big E does something at Mania regarding the New Day. Because last we've seen they turned heel on him and they turned their backs on Big E.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, I think Big E's career is if he doesn't come back in the next year or so, I would say that his in-ring career is unfortunately over.
Yeah. But you know what though? They've been doing like these little segments with Big E where he's eating different foods from different places.
Yeah,
I want to see a 30-minute show of that. That'd be awesome. I want to see a Big E show, a full 30-minute show on just him traveling the world eating food. I would watch that.
kind of like a Peacock exclusive, kind of like how WWE Network used to have exclusive series and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I would watch that.
Which Big E is still doing stuff within WWE. If you guys watch the pre-shows for the PLEs, he's on that. He's on the post shows. Sometimes he's on that Raw talk. He's on that Raw talk show.
Hmm.
He's still doing some stuff in WWE. I believe that it was reported that he's planning like a second career as being a commentator. So he's doing the pre-show and stuff. I like to see Big E as a commentator. That would be something new and different.
He's good on the mic. I enjoy him.
Yeah, and I feel like he would kind of be like Samoa Joe on the mic. Samoa Joe didn't really make you think of a commentator, but once he got the headset on, he was really good actually.
Yeah.
And maybe that might be the same for Big E.
'Cause
Like
I know
that's why you,
like people like Big E and Samoa Joe, they have fun with it. That's what you like. That's what I enjoy seeing or listening to whenever they commentate. And I enjoy them having fun.
yeah, like there's like that's why I always think that wrestlers should have all kinds of caps on them. So if your in ring career is over, you have something to go back on to being a manager or a commentator or a producer or it's good to learn everything there is about wrestling because you never know one day if your career could be over with. Especially if you're like young and stuff.
No way. No way.
Exactly.
Is worth doing
Stephanie's
just
place
for
is.
this. Look at this. Oh my god.
I wanted to watch the one with her and CM Punk, but I haven't got a chance to watch it.
Cool. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank
I'm gonna binge watch the whole thing. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I believe it's on Hulu or Disney Plus or something. I haven't had a chance to watch anything of that yet. I watched the WWE LFG show though.
I love that
Well,
show. It's a good show.
Bully Ray and that BJ guy, they've definitely got some heat right there.
But I see why they keep him around though, because he's good for TV. The guy's
He's,
good for TV, and he has the right attitude. They just need to focus it on the right thing.
I gotta tell you,
It's WrestleMania season, right? Let's go in. Let's go deep end. Let's just do it. Yeah. All right. Good luck on Friday. SmackDown.
that's how I didn't look happy there.
I'm sorry. Okay. You tell me when and where. If you want Gable, I'll give him to you.
No, I don't want to match against Chad Gable. I would. No, I want the idiot who's been
Who's
disrespected.
Maddie complaining about? She's lucky she even has a match.
Making a mockery.
It's obviously Chad Gable, Ray.
My entire life.
You can't be fooled thinking that's not.
You know who that is? El Grande Americano.
Grande Americano.
With the fraud that he is. Let me pick a place. On where?
It's like Ray is not catching it. I'm like, dude, you do know that's Chad, right? It's hilarious.
Rey Mysterio against El Grande Americano at WrestleMania.
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 But I am not opposed to Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. Hell no.
Oh, it's official. Chad Gable is getting a WrestleMania match.
With the greatest luchador on the planet.
Yeah, I mean, Americano is the greatest luchador to ever live, according to AI.
According to AI, of course.
According to AI.
According to the chat GPT or whatever they call that.
I'm actually excited for that match. Well,
Me too.
I'm a big Chad Gable fan. If you guys have not been, I was pissed when Sami Zayn took his moment last year.
Yeah, you ready to boycott Sammy.
I still want to. I don't think he should have another title run until Chad Gable gets a title run. I think he should not be able to come back until Chad Gable wins something, because he always wants
Oh,
to.
damn.
He always wants to come in at the last minute and ruin everybody's plans.
Sammy does have a way of doing that. I'll give you that.
He's a backstabber and always has been. There's a reason he was associated with the bloodline. They're all backstabbers. I don't really mean that, but in storyline. I just really like Chad Gable. He went from being called Shorty G in that stupid character Vince McMahon had him play. And then Triple H takes over, and then he put on a lot of good matches with Gunther, Sammy. Like he had a great feud against Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
He had a great feud with Sammy. He's having a great feud with Rey Mysterio. He put over the Wyatt Six. Like he's done everything asked of him. He's put people over. He's looked good while doing it. He's doing a character like this, which they probably want him to do. So eventually, he needs to be rewarded with something. I mean, he's doing everything asked of him. No complaints.
I mean, it's kind of how it was for Triple H. Whenever that curtain call situation went down, Triple H was the one who took the brunt of it all, and so they put him through all kinds of hell. And he was supposed to win the King of the Ring one year, and then Stone Cold won in his place. He's gone through the ringer over the years, and he paid his dues.
Yeah, I remember that. I watched a documentary of that, and then Triple H was talking about it. And Vince McMahon told him that he's going to have to learn to eat plates of shit and plates and plates and plates.
And like the taste of it.
Yeah, and you're going to like the taste of it. But
now we see that Vince was being literal with it.
Yeah, literally, they buried Triple H. Like they literally buried him. He lost against everybody there is to lose against.
Oh yeah.
Now, Chad Gable's not being buried for that same reason, because there is no curtain call or anything like that that's happened. But I think Triple H sees that in some talent, and eventually he's going to reward them for it,
Yeah,
because he probably sees himself in some of these guys.
I think so.
Uh, or at least I hope he does. Like guys like Chad Gable, like they've done everything asked of them for the last so many years. I mean, he literally ran with the character called Shorty G. If that's not gonna run someone crazy, I don't know what will. But he's still stuck through it.
Yeah.
Not everybody would have done that.
A lot of
But
times I think it's like they want to see how much you care and how much you're willing to give up for this business, you know.
I'd say Chad Gables gave up a pretty penny, but unfortunately, people like Sami Zayn have to be backstabbers and take people's spots. Ooh, there's been one bad match tonight.
No, they've all been hitting.
Well, we've only had two matches so far, but we're 2 for 4. Let's see if we can go 4 for 4 tonight. But War Raiders always have good tag matches. Oh, body slam. Oh,
Oh,
imagine seeing someone like that coming. They'll be pouncing on you.
shit's a lot of weight coming down.
For me, someone like Viscera or Umanga or Big Show, yeah,
Oh
or
man,
Rocky.
Viscera will be the worst.
I feel like Yoko's doing it would be the worst.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, you got that one.
Uh oh. Oh, damn. Do you think the Raw Tag Team Championship should be on the line at WrestleMania? Who should they go be?
Hmm.
Who should they be on the line against? Um,
Hmm.
it really
Good
depends on
question.
who. It depends on who wins tonight. Um, if the New Day wins, then I don't think they're going to be on the line. But if the War Raiders win tonight, I think I don't know. Maybe they could set up a rematch at WrestleMania or something,
Yeah, that'd be cool actually.
or maybe the titles are just not on.
Have
They're
the
not on the
fallout
line. Period.
match, you know.
Or maybe they're just not on WrestleMania. Period. I hope that's not the case, but I mean, maybe they could do a multi-man tag match. Maybe they do New Day, War Raiders, and LWO in a
Hmm.
triple threat tag team match at WrestleMania. Uh, I don't know. It really just depends who wins tonight in order to say what's going to. If the War Raiders win tonight, the New Day could get a rematch at WrestleMania and win
Mm.
then.
See, I wouldn't mind watching a WrestleMania match for the tag team titles on the line. Though I wouldn't mind at all.
See, we do got Street Profits versus DI. Main Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns for
Yeah,
WrestleMania.
we gotta get Alex Shelley back on to talk about what's been going on after the last interview with him going to WWE and all this other stuff, and after his WrestleMania debut. I mean, this is gonna yeah, we gotta get him
Yeah.
back on sometime in the future.
If we can get him back on, that would be a lot's happened since our last interview with him. A lot. That one and Buddy Matthews are my two favorite interviews that we've done. But
Yeah,
we've never had a bad interview on here. Uh, but the ones that I'll always cherish is those two, and Kevin Von Erich as well. Uh,
yeah, that was a bucket list of mine. That was on my bucket list. Kevin Von Erich.
but I find it funny. Some of the stuff coming out is just incredible. Uh, if anyone hasn't seen the Maven does a lot of good content. He did something that's just incredible.
Yeah,
Just incredible. He tried to debunk everything he did, uh, like scamming people, like merchandising stuff, wrestling promoters, interviews, uh, and he made a lame ass excuse, and I was just laughing.
yeah,
I just couldn't help but laugh because that's bullcrap. Everything he said was not accurate at all. And then at the end of the video, Maven uh, basically he got it from a source that everything just Incredible said he lied about, and he
yeah,
has not changed,
absolutely.
which is sad to see. Because to a lot of people, just Incredible was one of their favorite ECW wrestlers. Uh, he wasn't always like this. It's pretty
Yeah,
sad to
that's the
see.
sad part.
Yes, it's sad to see that this is what his life is.
But yeah, it's like Maven was like, like he was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt on everything. He
He
was
was
trying
trying
to, but
to.
at the end of the video, he was like, yeah, yeah, it's true. He's an asshole.
I knew for a damn fact that was because I was
Yeah,
watching the
we all
video.
knew, dude.
I know for a damn fact that that's not what happened. He said
We
that
know firsthand
he
how much
said
of an
that
asshole he is.
he tried to reach out to the podcast and reschedule. That was bullcrap. I never got a thing trying to reschedule. All I got was my money stolen. I never make
You
that
know what
mistake.
really got on my nerves that he did? He used his disabled kid. He tried to use him as a shield. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. You can't just put your disabled kid in front and say I did it all because of he or she. You can't do that. That's just not cool.
I believe he mentioned that in his interview.
Yeah, it's like how much of an asshole do you have to be to use a disabled child
Damn, that
to
might be
to
it.
try to garner sympathy and money? I mean, come on.
Like, if you have medical bills and you need them to be paid, like, I would have been happy. I mean, I actually wanted him on here, but if you really need help, you should want to commit to your engagements.
Right.
Damn, damn.
Oh my god. Oh.
Where he hit him with the chair.
See, that's what I'm saying. It could be setting up for a match for WrestleMania.
Yeah, this is gonna be your Michael. This is gonna be your Mania match probably.
I love when the
Damn.
ref turned around at the right time too. That was perfect. I'll be right back.
Having serious neck surgery, both thought their careers were over. This is just absolutely, this is what they deserve. Oh, the one. That's what you get for cheating. Win! Other Maple champions, you know? Chance to get disqualified. I know the beatdown's not over yet. The New Day, send an eyeball. Timekeepers area. That wall twice on Xavier earlier, and now his ass is dumped over top. And I don't think the New Day's done just yet. And again, look at Xavier, as I told you this past. Again, he's going to Kobe, targeting the neck, target the neck. They know the weakness now of the tag team champions. Certainly prepared neck here. What are they? Eric needs to come. Can somebody? He had a herniated C6 and C7. He needed neck fusion surgery. He needs somebody heading down to the ring to try to prevent a disaster from happening here.
Damn, they're gonna try to break his neck.
Great job by Nolan to protect Eric. They finally try and chase him off the top rope. That could have been a serious situation, man. Ended Eric's career. He had hit there. Hope he had hit that. It does. They're trying to take them out permanently. They could have won the titles here tonight. The guy hit him with the chair. He cheated. They deserve to be back. Xavier went off the chair. Nonetheless, don't hold up your pants, Tony. Titles are earned in the ring. And the War Raiders are still our champs. War Raiders are
Why is Tony there? I don't get why he's there. I'm not a fan of Tony. I do not like him. He is an asshole.
I don't even know who he is.
he's
Someone,
uh he's he's a comedian, but I don't consider him funny. But that's just my opinion. There are probably fans out there that do consider him funny, but I don't. I never thought he was funny. He has a show called the Kill Bill or something like that. He's part of the Joe Rogan clan. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. A commentary. They're just going through all kinds. Well, you taking selfies and da da da. Like, oh, whatever. Just go to the clips.
it was a good promo package with Cody and Cena.
Yeah. And doing it the whole length of the song. They got some time to fill, so
It is going to be quite the week in Las Vegas at WrestleMania. John Cena trying to win a record 17th World Championship.
Yeah, picked to come into the ring. That was a well done package, though. That was nice.
Yeah, that was a really good video package.
Ain't you a soldier? Didn't you just shoot two men under your truck? You just gotta stay through the night.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
All right. This has been a pretty good Raw, though, honestly speaking. I mean, the first few matches are pretty damn good, honestly. And of course, we finally made it official that it's gonna be a triple threat match: Rita, Io Sky, Bianca Belair. I can't wait for that personally. Michael, you asks, Mr. Jacobs, when do you and Connor think The Rock and Travis Scott will be on Raw and SmackDown again? Ah, good question. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. When's WrestleMania? That's on the 6th and 7th. Let me see. I don't know. Because I don't know if they're going to be on before WrestleMania. I doubt it. I mean, you might see them at WrestleMania having something to do. You know, you never know. But I don't know. I'm not sure if they're going to be on Raw or SmackDown before WrestleMania. I mean, it would make sense if they were, but I don't see why not at this point because the Rock's already played his part. You know what I'm saying? The Rock was pretty much there to facilitate Cena's heel turn, so he's already done his job. So I don't see a reason to have the Rock around anymore at this point, unless Jay Uso plans on selling the soul next. But you never know because that's just my opinion though. Because at this point, I don't think the Rock is needed anymore. The Rock served his purpose within this storyline, and that was to facilitate Cena's heel turn. I think that was the only main reason why he was, a part of it was to kind of be a conduit to John Cena turning heel, if you want to say that. Michael, you asked, do you think that the U.S. Championship should be on the line at WrestleMania? Who do you think? Who do you guys think that she should? Who do you guys think that? Who do you guys think should face Chelsea Green at WrestleMania? I'm flipping over my words tonight. That's a good question. Because I mean, it's the thing though. I mean, because here lately she's been going back and forth with me, Chin. And ideally, in my head, if I was booking this, I would make, I would get Piper to turn on Chelsea and make a Chelsea versus Piper for the U.S. title. In my head, I would have worked up to that match at WrestleMania. That would have been the ideal match would be for Piper to turn on Chelsea. But honestly speaking, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm enjoying what Piper, is doing with Chelsea. How Chelsea's building her own little cabinet. Well, I wouldn't say cabinet. She's building her secret service, so to speak. I'm digging that. I find it cute and funny, and I'm a huge fan of Chelsea. So I don't know, but ideally, if it was up to me, if I was booking everything, I would have had Piper turn on Chelsea, and you would have had Chelsea versus Piper for the U.S. title at WrestleMania, and Piper would have won if I was right in the story. You know, Michael, you asked, what do I think about this year's Hall of Fame? I think it's awesome. I love that they brought in like favorite match or good matches or favorite moments. over the years. I can think of at least 20 moments that you could put in that one category or that one wing of the Hall of Fame. But I think it's a great. They have a great class this year. I'm not mad at it at all. And with the induction of a new wing of the Hall of Fame, I think it's great. I'm looking forward to watching it. I mean, there's so many people that I hope that they're thinking about putting in the Hall of Fame in the future. I'm trying to think like, I'm not sure if Bam Bam Bigelow's in there, but if he's not, he should be. But I guess, I guess with me, as long as you don't have like certain people going into the Hall of Fame that I don't feel deserve it, because there's people that I feel that's in the Hall of Fame right now that don't deserve it. You know, mostly in the celebrity wing. But like I said, these are just my opinions. Like me personally, I'm not a political guy. I'm not political at all. Don't get me wrong. I'm not into politics, but I don't see why Donald Trump has a place in the Hall of Fame. I don't see why. Maybe he's an investor, because I know that. Let's see who else. Snoop Dogg. He's in the Hall of Fame. Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm on the fence about the celebrity Hall of Fame, wing of the Hall of Fame. Because there's certain celebrities that I do feel that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame as far as wrestling, and there are those that I don't know why they're there. But that's just my opinion on that.
But
the North American Championship, the tag champ here at the Monday Night Raw and Friday Night
that's
SmackDown.
comments.
Big League singles title.
Yeah,
Dominic
we were just having a discussion about the women's U.S. title and the Rock Trevor Scott and the class of this year's Hall of Fame.
A lot of people are saying about Dominic how he chose to be a part of this matchup. It's one after another. It felt like there was a little disarray. Liv Morgan, Dom's girlfriend, was the one that made it.
Oh, so good. Mr. J, what do you think about this podcast? Yeah.
I'm gonna let you speak on that too, because I already gave my opinion.
I thought the Hall of Fame class was really good. Triple H, Lex Luger, Natural Disasters, Michelle McCool, and they're inducting matches now in the Hall of Fame, which that's a plus.
Yeah.
But I do think The Rock is going to be appearing on one show before Mania. I just have that feeling that he will. Uh, I kind of find it hard to believe that he's not going to be at WrestleMania when he's behind. Like he's the reason John Cena turned heel. So I think we'll see him either probably on Friday on SmackDown, if anything. It's in Seattle, Washington. So
It's definitely possible.
It's time to begin the hunt. To share the excitement and bake your tails off.
Endless ways to ease the M&M. I got another Papa Pairings order. I need 3 medium pepperoni, 2 ordered wings, breadsticks, cheese sticks, brownies.
All right, please.
Where's my address? See you at the summit. We're making you Papa Pairings for $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Texas. What's Texas? Now Texas is relaxing. Well,
I can file for free. TurboTax free edition. 37% of filers qualify. Triple 41040 returns only. See if you qualify at TurboTax.com/free. I can file for free.
now this is Texas. I agree with
Well, it hasn't been a bad episode though. I mean, it's actually been pretty decent. Decent matches going on tonight.
I fixing the back.
Man, what a crowd. WWE
Yeah, this Raw's been very good, I thought.
It's in the air. Pento! Picked out of the air by Dominic, and now
I got 3
Mysterio.
amigos. The women's opening match was very good, and so was the 6-man tag.
Yeah.
And I also enjoyed Jey Uso's promo
Hit the three amigos,
with
cover
Gunther.
out, hook to the
That
leg,
was
and
a good segment.
Well, yeah, it's a segment that was needed, I think, because we had to see that. We need to see this certain side of Jay come back out, man. That's what we need. That's who needs to. That's who needs to come out in order to beat Gunther.
That would be here on the road to WrestleMania. Almost as big of a surprise as people cheering for Dom in this
And the
arena.
fans are actually behind Dom. Down to Mysterio.
That's a surprise. I'm sure Dom has his fans somewhere.
Now goes Dominic Mysterio. Penta now. Here's the show. Handstand tag. Drags Dominic toward the center of the ring. Wraps the arm. Hooks the leg. Dominic able to
I wonder if it's going to be a clean winner, since these two will be in the Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania,
Oh yeah, that's right.
or if something's going to happen. Straight up, are you and Connor getting the podcast? WrestleMania for next year? Possibly. I mean, that's a year away. Anything can happen.
Never know. Never say never, as they say.
Ooh, damn, that was good. That was a good Mexican Destroyer. I think they should put you on the cover of the WWE. Yeah, that would never happen. On cover of 2K. My
I
first
don't even
watch.
think I would want that.
Oh, roll over. 1, 2. No, that was close.
Stuns Penta with a kick, a slap of the boot.
Mm.
Then he hits him with a
Oh,
move. Formerly of Canada and Mexico. Then he took it to the toilet. Thought he was going to end it.
Dominic has actually shown that he has some skills tonight.
Yeah, he's been really good in this match. This is probably one of the best singles matches that he's had.
Penta fighting back, well placed elbows to Mysterio. Penta caught him. Oh! Nice takedown. Trying to rip the shoulder out of socket. Now looking for the sacrifice. Penta making Dominic
Going for a sacrifice. Ouch. I feel like that would actually hurt.
Ripped a ligament or two. And Penta now. Penta driver.
1, 2, 3. Penta wins.
Oh, Penta gets it. That was awesome.
Breaker's fixing to come out. Uh-oh.
Yep.
There's hell to pay now.
The unpredictable badass.
Here comes Braun Breaker.
Continental champion. Braun Breaker is here.
He's fixing to spear the hell out of Carlito. Boom! Dang. Holy cow. He speared the hell out of Carlito.
Took that like a champ.
Fixing to spear the hell out of Dominic. You're up next, Penta. But I think Penta's going to catch him on this. Oh, damn, he got Penta.
He is killing them.
Where's Finn Balor? He isn't going to come out and help.
Good question.
Oh, here comes Finn Balor from behind him.
I like where this is going though. Interesting. The Raw recap. I wonder what's gonna happen on the Go Home show for Raw. That's gonna be big.
It's like Roman Reigns is going to go on next Monday. Which that next Monday is the Go Home Raw to Mania, and then the true Go Home show is SmackDown in Vegas.
Hmm.
That's the night before WrestleMania. Or at least on Saturday it is. Come on, John Cena's got to make at least one more. Or The Rock or Cena's got to do something.
I mentioned Roman Reigns is alone. That is because his wise man will not be in his corner from WrestleMania. Paul Heyman will be in the corner of CM.
Paul Heyman's smiling about something.
What does Paul Heyman have to say? He's here live on Netflix.
He's got something up his sleeve.
They call it mind expanding. You're not just more receptive. You become a receiver.
I mean, because that's the thing. Paul Heyman does have a track record of being a snake.
Yeah.
From ECW all the way to right now, he has a track record. Hell, even from old school WCW, he was a snake back then. Back when he was Paul E. Dangerously.
Like snacks that leave Twinkies in your eye. So don't have to wait any longer and grab them before everything really snowballs.
Yeah, he turned down the Big Show, he turned down Brock Lesnar, he turned down Punk.
What's up, man? You still trying to get that?
He's turned on everybody.
Yeah. Well, check this.
Yeah,
Except
pretty
Roman.
much. I think that's a client that he's had that he hasn't turned on.
The only one he hasn't turned on is Roman just yet.
Yes, sir.
True.
I'm looking forward to the IC title Fatal 4-Way. I'm looking forward to that too. It's probably
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a really good match there.
Snickers pecan. Yeah, I don't know if I want to try that. I
Hmm.
like Snickers the way they are.
Snickers pecan.
I like
First time,
pecans, but I don't know if I want to taste it with Snickers. With I don't know.
first time I heard of that. Pecan.
They have the Until Dawn movie. I kind of want to see that because I like the video game.
It's Paul Heyman. Look at my phone charger real fast. Sounds like
All right,
a couple of things for the record so that we can just get it out of the way and you
Paul
can
Heyman.
move
All
on to
right.
WrestleMania. Item number one. I will always be loyal to my tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Item number two. I will always be loyal to my best friend in the world, CM Punk.
his best friend in the world.
I'm loyal to both of them does not mean I will ever in my life be disloyal to either.
It's like a love triangle right now.
So when it comes to
It's like a
WrestleMania,
triangle. It's like he
let's
doesn't know who to
make
pick.
one thing perfectly clear.
Concept Owens.
lot of waffling going on.
Paul Heyman looks pissed. Like, I gotta hear you again.
It's as if he didn't expect this.
In event, WrestleMania Saturday triple threat.
I really feel like there's a chance that
Heyman's the
Heyman turns on Punk and Roman and joins Rollins.
Yeah, yeah, we were talking about that. It's definitely a possibility, and it'd be awesome if that did happen. Honestly, I mean, could you imagine how 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 things would be with Paul Heyman advocating for Seth Rollins?
That'll be very weird. Max Morris, thanks for watching.
Hey, Mikes, thanks for joining. You hear that one lady in the crowd like, "Burn it down."
Yeah, I heard it.
They were
Oh,
having
Yeah.
fun.
Paul, let me introduce myself. I am a visionary. I am a revolutionary. I am set. But Minneapolis, tonight, it's not about me, man. Tonight, it's about Paul Heyman. Oh, you're out here talking about loyalty, man. And that's the reason I wanted to come say hi, because I want to ask you the question that's been on all of our minds for the past few days. Paul Heyman, whose
Just the look on
side?
Paul's face says it all. I love it.
Who are you, Paul Heyman? Who do you want to be? Are you going to be the very best friend to CM Punk?
CM Punk always has a lot of chance.
Or are you the special counsel? Are you going to be the wise man to Roman Reigns? I don't want to see this guy here in Minnesota. Because I hear you out here, Paul, right now. You're trying to convince all of us, including yourself, that you can do both at the same time. And Paul, it occurred to me over the past week, you're neither.
Might have a point.
And I know you're going to give me the spiel. Roman Reigns, he plucked me from a
And now I think about it,
to the island of
both Paul and Seth
Roman
have a history
Reigns
of
doesn't give a
turning on
damn
their
about you.
friends. I didn't think about that until just now.
Roman Reigns uses you. You know what he likes you for? He likes you to shine his shoes. He likes you to book his private jet. He likes you to order his steaks. He likes you to hand him his hula fala. That's what Roman Reigns needs you for. Roman Reigns doesn't respect you. Don't play dumb, Paul. You need a little history lesson from me. Let's go back to WrestleMania last year. Roman Reigns loses his WWE Championship in the main event thanks to some very well-dressed visionary. And Roman Reigns does what he does best. He disappears into the ether. And does Roman Reigns take you with him? No, he left you in the very caring, loving hands of his family member, Solo Sikoa. And the rest of the bloodline. And did they treat you well, Paul? Were they kind to you? Were they loving? No. Paul, every single day they treated you like you were the scum of the earth. And every single day, all of us, we waited. We were wondering, is Roman Reigns going to come save Paul Heyman? Is he going to come to your rescue?
Seth has a point.
Yes,
He
Paul,
does have a
did
point.
Roman Reigns come to rescue you?
Nope. CM Punk did.
No. He left you to get massacred in your hometown in front of your children, Paul.
That's true.
Jacob
That's pretty accurate.
had to watch their father get put through a table because Roman Reigns doesn't care about you. He wasn't there to rescue. And you know who else wasn't there to rescue you? Your best friend
That's
in the
actually
world,
false.
CM Punk.
That's false, because CM Punk did take him with him one night on
Best friends
SmackDown.
love each other,
Yep.
Paul. They're there for each other. They don't use each other when it's convenient. 10 years ago, CM Punk walked out of every single person in this arena, and you included. He walked out on you too. Did he take you with him, Paul? No, he tried to tear down everything that you were building here. And when he came back, did he come back because you asked him to come back? Did he come back and embrace you and take you with him on his ride? No. And the two of you, man, the two of these guys, Punk and Paul, they love to reminisce and romanticize about war games. Let me remind you, Paul, CM Punk was not the first choice to be on Team Roman in war games. I was. Stop me when I'm telling lies, Paul. I was. I declined. CM Punk wasn't the first choice. He was the last choice. He was the only choice. And did he join Team Roman out of the goodness of his heart?
CM Punk is on a roll. I mean, not CM Punk, but Seth Rollins is on a roll.
Because he knew
He's on point with everything he's saying.
favor out of you. CM Punk is not your best friend. CM Punk loves no one but himself. And I gotta be honest with you, Paul. I gotta be honest with all of you, Minneapolis. I feel bad for you, Paul Heyman. You are in a very difficult, unenviable position. You are between a rock and a hard place. The easiest solution for all of us, for everyone involved, would be if you just removed yourself from the situation entirely and let me and Punk and Roman battle it out at WrestleMania for the soul of this industry. But you can't do that, Paul. You can't do that, or you won't do that. I get it. You won't betray your tribal chief. You won't betray your best friend. I understand that. If only there was a solution, Paul. If only there was a way we could remove you from the situation.
You gonna attack Paul Heyman?
What does that mean?
Paul, it's for your own good.
He's like, dang.
I would take it as a privilege to remove you from the
Is
situation.
he gonna attack Paul Heyman?
Right here,
I'm not sure where he's going.
right now.
He says that he's gonna take him out of the situation. Well, how are you gonna take him out?
It'll be quick, Paul. It'll be easy. A boot to
Put
the
a hand
back
on
of the
him.
head, one quick
Punk is gonna
stomp,
come out probably.
and it's all over, man.
I think that's the plan.
Nobody's here to save you. Roman Reigns isn't here to save you. CM Punk, what's that thing he likes to say? He's not here to make friends. He's here to make money. So my question then, Paul, is how much are you worth? Are you worth that much?
No, Paul Heyman might slap you back. I don't know.
Are
I
you
mean,
worth
Paul Heyman might be pretty tough.
that much?
Slap him, Heyman. Slap the shit out of Rollins.
Paul, how much are you worth?
Uh oh.
Don't put your damn hands on me again!
There's the point, though.
You tell him, Paul.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Come on, Punk. Here comes Punk.
CM Punk is seated up. And CM
Come on,
Punk's
Punk.
here.
Go, 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 go,
Making
go.
a beeline for the ring. Remember, Heyman's in his corner.
Punk and Rollins is going at it.
Heyman and Punk claiming the best of friends, and now Punk
Here we go.
beat the hell out of one another. Chaos underway. Here at ringside. Punk now set
Oh, threw him over the announce table. Oh, hell's breaking loose here, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody hit somebody.
There goes the prime drinks.
Yeah, they already had all the matches that they have for the night. Are they closing the show?
Yeah, I think this is the last act of the show.
Damn.
All-out brawl here on Monday Night Raw.
What's he gonna do?
Between these two, and now, of course, the situation is with Roman and Heyman involved, and it's just been taken up a notch to the next level.
Yeah, Roman's got to come out, right?
Punk trying to torture Rollins here.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna curb stomp
Punk's
him.
got him set up.
Gonna curb stomp him. Yep.
Gonna use his own move.
My God, Punk measuring Rollins was looking.
Damn, move out of the
He might be
way.
looking for Rollins stomp, and now Rollins was
Damn.
stomping his own.
Curb stomp Punk.
Rollins.
Mm. See, this is all with in CM Punk's plans.
He's gonna
Everything's
curb
falling
stomp.
into plan.
He's gonna curb stomp Heyman.
Oh.
I swear you do that. Oh, he missed.
You missed it.
Barely. He almost got him.
Now you owe me a favor.
Uh-oh. Look on Paul Heyman's face was awesome.
Things have just gone from bad to worse.
That was a good ending. That was good.
Damn. Okay, now what's the favor that Seth's gonna be wanting?
He's probably gonna have him turn on both Punk and Rollins.
That was good. Oh my god, that's so good. The plot thickens, as they say.
Oh, that was a good ending, I thought.
Yeah, awesome ending. I mean, that left me wanting more. And like the go home show, it's got they're gonna have to go all out with the go home.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I thought this was a good episode of Raw. The first two matches were very good. The Lyra and Bailey match was very good, and six the 6-man tag was very good.
Mhm.
The Jay and Gunther segment was very, very good. Like the past 2 weeks, that feud has really started to take off. Gunther and Jey Uso.
Yeah.
The tag team title match was all right. Nothing too much to brag about there. But the main event segment was very, very good. That moved story a lot. Because now it really makes you wonder whose side Heyman is on.
Right.
There's a possibility he could turn on both Roman and Punk and join Rollins. That very well could happen. But what did you think about tonight's show?
I'm just like you. I mean, it was a pretty damn good show, and they're furthering a lot of stories and dropping breadcrumbs. And I'm on the fence about as far as Paul Heyman, whose side is he really on? And now what I'm saying, Seth has leverage now. I'm thinking, what's really going on here? And yeah, I mean, because we brought this up a few weeks back about Seth walking away with Paul Heyman at the end of it all. And I mean, it's definitely a possibility now. Definitely. But I think for me, I'm going to give the whole show a solid 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 as well. I thought it overall was a good show. It flowed well. It progressed a lot of stories going into Mania. Gunther and Jay, the Intercontinental Fatal Forward match, uh, the tag team titles, Punk, Rollins, and Roman. What else? Rey Mysterio and El Americano got announced tonight for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
That will be an official match. Uh, yeah, overall, I thought it was a good show. 8 out of 10 for me and Mr. Jacobs. We will be back for NXT tomorrow night, that is also going towards Stand and Deliver. That's being
Yep.
progressed as well. So definitely stay tuned for our NXT live reaction tomorrow night, and we'll also be here for SmackDown again. Next week we won't be able to do anything because I'll be in Vegas for WrestleMania and everything. So I won't be able to do anything next week. So that's why we're doing a kind of our own WrestleMania week here. Uh, but there will be quite a few vlogs coming out of my trip for WrestleMania. I'm going to be making quite a few vlogs for that trip, so they'll be on here exclusively on the Wide World of Wrestling podcast. But yeah, definitely subscribe to the Wide World of Wrestling podcast if you haven't already. Our goal is 1,500 subscribers before the year is over with. Definitely subscribe. Check out our Facebook. Check out our Twitter page. All of that is in the link in the description below. Uh, and also check out Mr. Jacobs' Twitch account. I got to watch some of his stuff this past weekend. Definitely check out Mr. Jacobs' Twitch account. Yeah, everything that I just listed off, you can check out in the link in the description below. Yeah, is there anything else you want to say before we sign off?
I don't know. Just thank you for joining us. And yeah, once again, join me this weekend. I'm going to be playing some 2K25. So yeah, thank you for joining us tonight.
We will see you guys tomorrow night for NXT.